Today for our mindful moment, I'm going to share a quote that I've been thinking about for a bit. Today I was thinking about it during my walk today. And then I will guide you through two, two types of meditation, actually. One is called focus awareness, where we focus on our breath as the anchor. And then we'll be switching to open awareness, where we focus on sounds that are in our ambient environment, feelings that are in our body, sensations, and whatnot. And then we'll come back with a little group closing process. So the quote that I was thinking of as I was walking today was one of Viktor Frankl that I'm sure you guys have come across or heard before. Viktor Frankl was a psychologist, but he's also someone who was in the Holocaust and a survivor of the Holocaust, and wrote quite a bit about that process. But the quote is, and we send it to you if you're interested as well. Between the stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space is our power to choose our response. And in our response lies our growth and our freedom. And I know that for me, growing up, I didn't have a lot of skills to regulate emotions. I was highly reactive. And if I had a feeling, I acted out immediately. And I didn't have that space. So I had the stimulus, right? Something happened, something made me angry, scared, sad, hurt, lonely, whatever that stimulus was, and I had to respond immediately. And later on, that took me towards alcohol and drugs. And later on, I found recovery, and then I found meditation and mindfulness, and that created the space to choose a different response. It allowed my brain to rewire, to create a new way to react to life versus numbing or hurting or lashing out. So I'll repeat the quote. Between the stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space is the power to choose our response. And in our response lies our growth and our freedom. The practice of mindfulness, which is simply being present, and meditation allows the consistent practice of it for our brain to rewire magically, right? It's not like we're born with this brain and we go to our death with this brain. We can rewire it and really train it to react differently, and to pause, and to have space, and to react differently. So I hope you will continue on this journey to witness the rewiring of the brain that can happen. I know that one time one of my older brothers, after I had been meditating for about 4 years, and after I had been in recovery for about 5 years, he said, there's something different about you. I don't know what it is. I know you're in recovery, but there's something react very mindfulness and meditation. So without further ado, let's do some meditating. So I'll start with a bell, I'll end with a bell, but find yourself in a position that feels comfortable to you. And let me ring this bell. Yeah, and settling in to a space that feels comfortable, dignified, with your back straight. You might be sitting, you might be laying down, you might be walking, you may be standing. Whatever that space is for you, find your home there. Your eyes closed or with a softened gaze, your hands at your side or on your lap. We're going to start this practice focusing on our breath, using our breath as an anchor. Take 3 deep breaths in, and you're going to exhale loudly. And now finding a rhythm to your normal, natural breathing. Paying attention to your in-breath, your out-breath, and that space, that magical space in between the inhale and the exhale. I'd like to ask you to bring your awareness to where you feel your breath most profoundly. For some of you, that might be your nose. It may be your mouth. It may be in your chest or your lungs or your belly. Where do you feel your breath most deeply or profoundly, and focus on that? If any thoughts come in, acknowledge them with kindness and curiosity and allow them to drift away. You can always come back to them later. For now, focus on the sacredness of your breath. And now expanding that awareness to sounds that might be in your room or in your space that you're in. Ambient sounds. Perhaps it's a clock ticking, water dripping, the hum of cars or traffic. Whatever it is, just allow your attention to focus on the sounds that are nearby. Without being carried away by them, but just aware of them. And what would it be like if you open up your awareness just a little bit more to other sounds and sensations that are out there? Jack Kornfield talks about the expansiveness of your mind being as big as the sky. And if you could visualize that and what that would feel like. If you so like, you can bring in that open awareness to sensations that you may have going on in your body. You might feel sensations in your belly. You might be hungry for lunch. That's what I feel right now. Or you might have other sensations going on. Heat, coldness, tingling, whatever they may be, just bringing awareness to those without getting too caught up with them. Just noting, oh, yeah, my hands are tingling or they're warm. Connecting with the sacredness of your breath again, I'm going to ask you to take 3 deep cleansing breaths with a loud exhale. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and return your attention to the space. Take a moment to gather thoughts, feelings, reactions. I thank you